Hey friends, back for day 2 of You Can Read Pout Pout Fish. And before we get started, I'd like to retell the book. That means tell again what happened. So I'm going to give you a second to think and tell what happened in the beginning. Very good. He started to learn to read at school. And then what happened in the middle? What was the problem? Right? He got to a really hard word and he couldn't figure it out on his own. And at the end, we found the solution or the fix-it to the problem. What was that? Right? He sounded it out with his teacher and he figured it out. So today we're going to work on checking our reading. And that means to ask ourselves, does it look right? Does it sound right? And does it make sense? So as I read today, I'm going to be making some mistakes. And what I want you to do is I want you to notice when I make a mistake and I want you to say stop. And when you say stop, we'll think together about what the mistake was and see if we can figure that out. So you can read Pout Pout Fish. This page is called the title page. Mr. Fish was about to pout. He did not know how to read. He felt sad. Then he met his teacher. I will help you, says his teacher. Mr. Fish met letters. He likes them all. He likes 4 of them best. I heard you say stop. You're telling me that I got this word wrong. Likes. He likes them all. That makes sense. Sounds like the way that I would say. Sounds right. But when I look at it, I don't see a S at the end. I see a D. So let me figure this word out. Liked. Liked. I better reread that now that I figured it out. Mr. Fish met letters. He liked them all. He liked 4 of them best. Very good. Mr. Fish met word. He liked them all. He liked 1 of them best. Oh, I think I messed up again on that page. Mr. Fish met word. That doesn't really make sense. I wouldn't say that. It starts with a W. There's a D in there. But when I look at the ending, I see an S. Words. Words. Let me see if that makes sense when I read it. Mr. Fish met words. Oh, that sounds much better. Mr. Fish met words. He liked them all. He liked 1 of them best. Mr. Fish met books. He liked at pictures. He liked at letters. He liked at words. Oh, you're telling me I made another mistake? Liked. Liked. I've got the beginning and the ending sounds right. Starts with an L. A lot of those look right, but I don't think that makes any sense when I would say that to a friend. He liked at pictures? I don't think that's right, so I need to fix that. I see an ED ending. I'm going to cover that up. And I'm noticing a sight word. It's not like, it is look. And when I add my ending on there, it's D. Looked. Looked. Let's see if that makes sense, looks right and sounds right. He looked at pictures. Hey, that sounds much better. And I notice here, I see that same word a couple more times on the page. So I'm going to say looked. Here I go. Mr. Fish met books. He looked at pictures. He looked at letters. He looked at words. He began to read. He was happy, but then he got stuck. There's that really hard word he looked at. He met a very big word. He tried, but he could not read it. Blub. He wanted to give up. But he did not. He asked for help. Oh, you're telling me I made a mistake again on this word right here? Starts with an A. He asked for help. It doesn't quite sound like something that I would say while I was talking. Ask. I'm going to try to sound it out. Asked. 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 Sometimes E's are silent. Asked. Asked. Asked is a word. Let me see if I can read and see if that makes sense. He asked for help. Oh, I think I've got it. Mr. Fish and his teacher looked at the word. They looked at the letters. They made sounds. They learned the word together. Then Mr. Fish turned the page. He kept on reading. Mr. Fish turned the page? Turns the page? What would make sense there? Then Mr. Fish, the page. Well, I know it starts with a T, and I'm going to hear a d at the end. Turned the page. Let me read and see if that makes more sense. Then Mr. Fish turned the page. He kept on reading. Thanks for noticing that and figuring it out with me, friends. Whoopsies. I can read, said Mr. Fish. I see an exclamation point there. I see some strong feeling. No, pout about it. We remember as we read, we need to check our reading. And if we hear something that doesn't make sense, we need to go back and see if we can fix it. So that's what we practiced. And I appreciate your help with that today, my friends. We will do some more learning with this book tomorrow.